Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Denton back with another full album reaction. YoungBoy Never Broke Again, also known as NBA YoungBoy confusingly, is an artist who consistently gets absolutely ridiculous numbers on everything that he drops. And he released his new album 38 Baby 2 on Friday, so it made sense, given that he is potentially one of the biggest artists in the Western world, to check out this record and see what I think about it. If you are new around here, please do subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video to 3k likes. If everybody goes and smashes the like button right now, it'll be done within the first few hours. And please do come follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Right, let's do this thing. NBA YoungBoy Never Broke Again.
TV watching me. I love you too. Alright.
For to make the hard times look pretty. And I came up straight up from the block. I watched my grandpa say penis.
Okay, so right away, do you know what I was hoping for with a full project from an artist like NBA YoungBoy is substance. Talking about his life, talking about what's going on, talking about his past, anything like that.
Way too many cars. And I just bought myself a home. And still can't think why anybody would just leave me. My mama cars ain't never had AC ever since I was little. Thank God every card I got in my pocket holds at least 1 million. For to make the hard times look pretty.
Dreams through the storm. I hope a smile always what I see. Nice imagery, man.
He married to this shit. He bought himself a wedding ring.
I just bought a brand new bells. For to make.
So his mum spitting. So his mum spitting. She's pretty good.
I wish my grandma was right here standing on side of me. Had to go 2 sad times to get it.
All right. That was a really strong opening track. Statement of intent. Talking a little bit about his grandparents. Had his mum spitting on a track. Sounded nice. Good track.
Feeling me, I ain't no getting rid of me. My money long life should be balanced once I'm gone. Making sure it don't stop. This life of a young or not. I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. Point in the block. I remember times that I cry and you would tell me to stop. You knew the times when I was high just from the look in my eye.
I think artists that sound like this often get a bad rap for not having anything to say or not ever being lyrical. And there's definitely artists that fall into that trap, no pun intended, but right away NBA YoungBoy is not that. You can listen to exactly what he's saying here, again talking about his grandma, talking about where he came from, talking about how important it is. It's not just a song, it's called Diamonds, it's not just a song talking about what he's got, it's talking about why it's important to him, and that does lend it more substance. But also he has a grip on like a chord structure, diminishing chord structure to this track, which melodically makes it sound more interesting than other artists in this lane, like Lil Baby for example.
I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. But then we spit again like back to back and pussy bitch you spin again and we double back. And that's that, boy. These ain't see me when I jumped out, they just seen all these diamonds.
Yeah, I really like this hook, man. It's really good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You ain't this bitch with a bunch of main niggas. You get your head blown. Made back out the garage and ride. How the fuck you take that criticism? I know you tired. This guitar hold 32 chords, and I got that 6 round. I be in my own world, they make us stories. You can't ask who be round. I'm so mad at this world, not carrying this happiness. I'ma keep clowning.
I gotta be honest, it's far more lyrical than I was expecting. It's not like it's drowning in double entendre or slick punchlines or anything like that, but it is definitely substance. And, you know, this guitar hold 32 chords and I got that 6 around me. He has like real poignant lines and stuff like that, standout lines. Do you know what, actually, on a track like this, I would actually like to hear the auto-tune taken down a little bit. Just because he sounds like, even you can kind of hear through it, and he sounds like he can sing in tune. It sounds like he can hold the melody exactly as he needs to. And sometimes the autotune can get a little bit distracting when it starts to blend into each other and become a little bit irritating on the ear. And I'm actually more interested in hearing what he has to say. I'm not saying you should get rid of autotune, but sometimes I'd like to hear it taken down a little bit.
Be some cases they love to see me fall. I say that ain't fucking trade, that's for life. Fuck out that fabricate, spray that can't take it slide.
Really enjoying the beat selection so far on this record. Definitely trap beats, but with a lot of nice instrumentation in there, sounding a little bit different to what we're hearing on some other music. Perfect case in point.
You better be in before I get home. Hitting it from behind in your spine, take that. City tryna win over your love. You could give up, I don't mind being in trouble. Yeah, my bay inside of it was a defense officer. My name so fucked up cause these hoes, what can I offer? Murder me for trying, yeah. You can't fit them jeans on, I can't quit that.
Again, Your love been leaving behind cold bloody bodies. Please don't murder me for trying. Like, that's a nice line. It's a good strong line. Sums up. It conjures images. Ooh. Okay.
Nigga, my feet on point. Nigga, this whip okay. Hold on, come down, young boy. Make sure I'm straight on stage and bleeding. Whipped out a bacon, took out 50, that's her own. This Rex City, stack on top of stacking.
Man, his delivery on this song's really strong. The guitar again.
We be already, I can't put no hope for my bro, because they all sneak season. Come back with a reason. I ain't say it was easy. See me, I could've left them bleeding.
Yeah, good track there. Like the beat, he kind of lost me a little bit in the second verse, but still, yeah, the beat was fire on that one. Really, really strong.
Hear the game, fuck the shame, kiss my cushy, love the name. Up on my name, fuck the fame, free the dog from out the game. Stay the same, your friends gon' change. Slide with my bro and with this pill. Bitch, I keep my thing, I let it bang. Don't play no games, we quick to pill them. Yes, play. Talk my shit, these pussy niggas hating, face me, nigga. Ride on in my Rolls Royce, screaming gang. I know you hate me, nigga. What is up?
Aggressive track, man. Delivery really, really on point on this track.
Soon as we touch, we jump bail. Invest the strap soon as I came back, trying to take back was mine. Don't give a fuck about where you from, you took that flag, you a slime. I'm smoking pine, I'm toting that iron. It's every time that I'm sliding, swerving, getting dirty with them sticks in the ride. Plus I'm serving some shit you could cut about 4 or 3 times. I take my lick the first time, I painted for a reason. We ain't closing no stores. I'm still screaming killer season, zipping shit by my bro. Shit out what you try to sell. Get it, I goes out of code, ride around with that folk. You can't use no screwdriver, no a hammer, get it broke. Bitch, that nigga, I dirt him, you hear me? You already know how I get down, you already know how I'm bumming.
And the other side of the artist, and a fucking hard track, amazing beat and delivery again. Not quite as aggressive as on Rough Rider, but subject matter strong again. Wow.
Thought this was we moving on cars, bitch, this me out here. He could try and that nigga gon' die, go to plant them roads. Go put him to sleep out here. I'm a slimiest bitch, I'ma say it again. In my mind with the shit, we be locking it in. On the ring for my bitch, 210. Bitch, I'm fine, I'm straight. Bitch, I'm doing okay. Bitch, get it out my face.
That one kind of passed over me. I don't think that was one of the strongest tracks on the album, but you know, maybe it's a grower.
Leos came abducting me, charges for the high. Ain't think that you were with me. You ain't just think about me. I got feelings too. Why you cutting up all these people around me?
It's crazy. And you have to excuse the rain. Guess the sunshine's over in England for the time being. It's crazy that NBA YoungBoy could go from this guy, gentle, soft, melancholic, talking about his feelings and everything, to the guy spitting on Rough Rider and I-10 Baby, a gangster, for whether it's actually his life or a caricature. There's a kind of rawness to him, which is also so young as well, which is quite compelling actually. You know, it's really taking me by surprise.
That's why I thug you. When I know I should do better, when I know I should be better, I do better. Bump it down with them cutters when we come. Y'all nigga to the end, baby. I can never done when you can't make it to your friends, baby. I think he can treat you better. I ain't got no trust, that's why I thug you.
Man, the self-awareness, amazing. I ain't got no trust, that's why I thug you. Let me love you in my own way. That's from a distance. It's like he's acknowledging and accepting the flaws in his character, but not necessarily fixing them. It's like a sort of manic mix of emotions and rawness, sort of as he comes sort of back end of his teenage years in what I'm assuming is a crazy environment, plus the crazy environment of being an extremely famous musician with money in that situation as well, which is just always going to exacerbate everything.
I just won't give you the world. I buy you Birkin, he buy you Prada. Which one you proud of? Which one you proud? I get right about it. Oh, we right off in the sun. Pills controlling, I can't hold. Need you to hold me now. Do back again, overdose.
It's like a misguided love song. There's not many of those, and it's really interesting. Just inside the mind of someone that young, like I said, just like with all the rawness and stuff like that, and just some of his choices are confusing and some of his choices are wrong, and he acknowledges them, and I think that's actually quite powerful. Just put that all out on the page.
Niggas put me on, had to run it up on my own. They was acting like they ain't here, nigga. Now even when I'm right, a nigga wrong, how these niggas won't see me gone.
Put the Glock to your mind, bitch, we die to live. Give a fuck about no Grammy, long as my son grow to be real. They hit the metal on right now, bitch, I'm known to keep that still on my own.
They was acting like they ain't here, nigga. Now even when I'm right, a nigga wrong, how these niggas...
DaBaby is such a confusing artist to me because you hear too much of him and it all sounds the same, and it drives me crazy. But on a little feature here and there, a little hook here and there, it always sounds great. I think he's just somebody, for me, who works better in small doses. Nice contrast between the two styles as well here.
In the store with the two, and I'm pulling up Lamborghini, picking up my daughter from school. We grew up fast-paced, no big homies to show us the rules. I be having bad days when I don't want to take no photos, I'm rude. I'm you know.
It's nice to hear DaBaby over a different type of beat. Most of his beats sound very similar on his own stuff. I prefer him over this type of beat. This is one of the best I've ever heard him, to be honest.
We can't hide it, we been slinging 9 in the street. When my niggas dying about me, screaming murder, throwing them me. You can run out with materialistics, but not with these bands. Holding these bands, I'ma hit with that chop at his ass. Dirty money, we clean him with red. Text my mains, we gon' rob them. I know they ain't forgotten. We from the north, only thing not the same, that money higher.
The song's a little bit more standard for me. It's fine, just feels more like a filler track, to be honest.
They don't understand me. I don't understand myself. My sister reloading up, taking backwards out. Uncle died breaking in the house. This shit so grimy. For a while, I done been baptized, but still I don't know. Oh, we forgave for killing ones who tried. Or for murdering ones who murdered our brothers. You can see God, those ones died. Who bank tell the hoe follow me. Plenty racks, 30 straps on my college. Got them 40 out of wheels, 30 tan up the street. Got a nigga whole wheel in these diesel jeans. Cause you call off for help, I never ignore. And then diamond you want, I got caked up for. Wake up chasing that money, we making the fool. All they ass. Who bank tell the hoe follow me. Plenty racks, 30 straps on my college. Got them 40 out of wheels, 30 tan up the street.
It's hitting pretty well again. There's a banger, this one. More like a radio track, I guess. Not subject matter wise. But I must say, for an album with, well, we're 15 tracks in now, 17 tracks on the whole album. Production wise, first class. It's more just really interesting to hear him talk. And I can totally see why he has such an avid fan base of people that are kind of relating to that pain that he's talking about all the way through. Not necessarily even relating to the situations he's talking about, but definitely relating to that pain. Definitely relating to that angst and anguish.
Gotta walk in as a car, they know who I am. Post on Instagram and go to tweak and seem like I spam. So many places around this bitch, fuck who don't like what I'm saying. Swerving in that lounge with that gang, we all two-toe. Let 6 off when you turning in. How you get them cars and all that jewelry, nigga? I don't know. How you spend that money and still got millions, nigga? I don't know. Say something with your own phone. Jumping in that.
If anything, this track just kind of sums the whole thing up. Like, he's just an impulsive guy acting on impulses all the time. Extremely successful. The world's coming in him all these different angles. And sometimes he's just like, I don't know why I did the shit that I did.
Chicken bag, big dick, 400 grand. I won't talk, I pull up looking what that check is. I done ran a check up, I could promise I won't hurt no more. Straight out there, no, that's on my bro, I never trust no hoe.
I think honestly we could have left it on 10 Talk. I think that was probably a better album closer. Overall, that's a pretty strong project and an artist that, like I said throughout the reaction, I'm actually surprised by how different an artist he actually is to what I assumed he would be based on the little that I'd heard. And like I said, that's totally on me. And once again shows it's wrong to presume things. So yeah, far more raw, far more honest, far more open, far more lyrical than I was expecting, and with a fantastic beat selection. Like I said, in terms of standout tracks, I think we've got Diamonds was a great track, Rough Rider, I-10 Baby. I think Thug of Spades with DaBaby on was really good, and I like 10 Talk towards the end as well. So, you know, plenty of really good tracks on there, plenty that are going to get put into rotation, I'm sure. And once again, I'm sure he's going to do ridiculously well off this. And the good thing about him is this is music with substance, because there is a lot of music coming out these days that's doing big numbers on YouTube and doing big numbers in streaming. But I wouldn't really say it's ever going to stand the test of time, because while it might appeal to a certain young audience for a small amount of time, there's just nothing to it. But this artist, NBA YoungBoy Never Broke Again, is different, and I'm interested to now hear him grow. Like, what's his project going to be when he's 25? What's his music going to sound like when he's 30? if he's still keeping that level of rawness and honesty to it. I think that's going to be interesting. Is he going to musically evolve over that time? As for right now, I think we have an exciting artist, a very prolific artist, an artist that's not quite sure exactly what to do with everything that's happening to him, apart from just put it out on paper, put it into the studio, put it onto record. I think that's pretty powerful, to be honest. So yeah, a pleasant surprise, an enjoyable record with some really, really strong tracks on it. That's about it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end and you're not subscribed, why are you not subscribed yet? Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And that's about it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.